Hello Aquarius, Ashley here. We're going to do your reading for the final week of November. So we're going to look at something a little different here. So starting the week of the 22nd all the way through the end of the month, because next week I'm going to do the December forecast. But this week, what with Thanksgiving taking place in the United States, I wanted to do a reading that was focused on abundance, things that, kind of gratitude focus. And so what we're actually going to do is we're going to look at what awesome thing you have accomplished this year. Now I'm sure you've accomplished a lot that you should be proud of, but we're going to pull a card and see what area of your life you should be really celebrating for yourself. That card has come through for Aries, Leo, and now you, Aquarius. And in your next row, we're going to look at, what do your ancestors, what do your guides, angels, what have you, what do they really want to celebrate you? What do they want to give you some credit for? Something that they have observed in you this past year that you've worked really hard at, and they want to specifically tell you about. We have Time Machine. That just came up for Gemini. In the last row, we're going to pull a new card. I say that because I've never used this deck, or these readings is the only thing I've used them for. So we're going to see what good's coming towards you between now and the end of the year. What does Aquarius have to look forward to? We got two popping out there. We have imbalance and accept and receive. That's nice. So we will look at that as well. So we're going to get some tarot for each of these rows, and then we're going to clarify and see what comes through the strongest. But I feel like we spend a lot of time, especially on this channel, we kind of take a look at our own shadow side. We kind of dive deep. Some of these readings get really deep and dark, and I do feel like that's a positive thing. It brings awareness to something for you, but sometimes we gotta have fun and feel good, and I think that is something I wanted to focus on for this week. So let's see what we get for Aquarius for this last week of November. We get the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers. Oh my, got some love coming in. Knight of Pentacles, the Sun, and the King of Pentacles. Could be a Taurus. Whoops. King of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Okay, hello. We have the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So it could certainly be some deeper emotions that you've been exploring this year. Could also be that you've been through a dark night of the soul. We're often encouraged to take this path under the light of the moon, and we do have this Eight of Cups here. You can see how similar they are. He's kind of taking this darker path to go and find his emotional fulfillment. Could also have been dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces with the moon showing up there. All right, let's see what we got going on here. We have Waking the Lion. So this first row is about what you should be proud of in yourself. I do feel like with the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Wands, It's like this progressive energy, Page, Knight, King. So I feel like you have, over this year, really stepped into your own personal power here. Could have taken a lot of courage to do so. Could have definitely been dealing with a Leo. You may have strong Leo placements in your chart. But there was something here that took a lot of courage and sort of ignited something within you. Now we do have some fire showing up here, so could be dealing with a Leo in particular. Let's see what it is that took place here. A lot of people showing up with a Page, a Knight, and a King in the first row. Let's see, the Page of Wands, you have the King of Swords, so that's certainly your energy, Aquarius. And the Eight of Wands. With the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. And with the King of Wands, we have the Tower and the Temperance card. Interesting. So I kind of feel like, now you could have been dealing with another fire, or a fire sign, like I've been saying. But I kind of feel like you perhaps, I'm getting a couple things from this. So if you were dealing with someone that was very hot and cold, on and off, someone perhaps even non-committal, take this as it resonates. If this was you, even, apply it to however it fits. But I do feel like you've taken some steps to step out of some kind of immature energy, whether it was your own or someone else's here. There's been a lot of communication, for sure, going on here. Could have been a lot of passion as well, with those wands showing up there. But I almost feel like you've tried to take some wisdom within you and look at perhaps a part of yourself. This could have just been associated with your own personal power, because we have the Lion here, which is Leo, fire energy. And then we have this Page of Wands into the Eight of Wands. So it's like this moving away from a lack of personal power, right? Because it's just the Page. It's not the King, if that makes sense. I also feel like you were trying to take your time here when it came to the love department. Could have been dealing with an earth sign with regards to a soulmate relationship here. But I feel like you were really taking the love department slowly at this time. And then it's interesting because then there's the shift. We have the Knight of Wands, the Tower, and the Temperance. So I kind of feel like things suddenly sped up here. It's like you stepped into full power, and the minute that happened, there was no more of this slow, kind of patient energy. So it's like this evolution took place within you. It's really nice. So you should be proud of that. That's what that row is about. Kind of congratulating yourself on having stepped into more of your own personal power and passion and kind of that fire energy. Now, what your guides want to congratulate you for, we have the Time Machine. So you may have been looking into the past and really kind of assessing things differently. Like, if we were to go back 10 years from now, for example, you've learned a lot in the past 10 years, right? So you're taking a different level of awareness to those past memories. And then by doing that, by sitting and thinking about the past in a way that's conscious, you know, this isn't just nostalgia energy. This is like purposely going back to like a situation, a trauma, something that took place, and bringing a higher level of consciousness to it, so that when you return to the present moment, there's been some healing associated with it. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Eight of Cups. So, you could have been you could have moved on from a work situation here. Could have also been a collaboration. Now, this could have been a work collaboration, a love collaboration, something that you were like building and walked away from. I also kind of feel like perhaps instead of, with this Eight of Cups, instead of it being like something you walked away from, I almost feel like you're walking towards something. And I feel like it's your own happiness here with the Sun as the center card. This person's also walking towards this Two of Cups. So let's get some more detail here. What was going on with some sort of past evaluation? Could have been a person from the past. Let's see. With the Three of Pentacles, we get the Three of Wands. And the King of Cups. Could have been dealing with a water sign. So some sort of expansion and building energy with a water sign. I mean, we did get Cancer here at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what we get with the Sun. Page of Wands. Again. And the Emperor. So some Aries and Leo energy. Lots of fire going on in your reading here. Again, this feels like a maturing energy here. Whether this was a relationship or a work situation, there's been some kind of expansion. Let's see, with the Eight of Cups, we get the Magician. And the Six of Wands. So more Leo, we have some Virgo, Gemini here. So I'm just getting a lot of like your maturing energy showing up here again. I do feel like there's perhaps something you walked away from in the past, and you've done so victoriously here. It's something you manifested, like a departure of some kind. Perhaps it was some energy, some less mature energy. Now that could have, again, with all these wands showing up, I kind of feel like that might have happened within you. It could have been someone else or a job, again with that Three of Pentacles. But I kind of feel like something you walked away from was, again, like this lack of personal power. Because you see, we get the Page and then we get the King. We get the Page and then we get the Emperor. And so I just feel like you've evolved in some kind of ways. You could even have looked back into your childhood. You can see on the Sun card here, there's a child riding that horse. So you might have done some inner child healing here. It's kind of an interesting row. We're going to clarify this last row because I'm not super clear on how this ties into this time machine. Unless you just unless this water sign is someone from your past, or you did some inner child work, or you just evolved and you've looked back, and they want you, your guides want you to look back at how much you've matured this past year. Perhaps that's the message. But it's not jumping right out at me. Now, in the incoming, we have accept and receive, and we have imbalance. So I do feel like with the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and the King of Pentacles here, you could have a long-term partnership coming in the future. But I want to look at both of these cards real quickly and see if there's any other messages we can take from that. Now, this imbalance card is quite tied to Libra, right? The scales. So I do feel like it could be a Libra. We have Gemini, Taurus, and some water here. That is number 14. Patience, moderation, a perfect blend of activities, a happy balance. Purpose and meaning, mixing ideas and people into a perfect brew. Excuse me. Accept and receive, number 24, which does reduce to a 6, which is the Lovers here. So let's see. Went way too far. Learning to accept love and praise. Accepting your worth in order to bring prosperity into your life. Accepting where you are today with a fierce knowing that things are improving. I love that. Especially based on all this maturing energy we've been talking about. Says it's time to accept and receive, sweet creator. Learn to graciously open up to all of it. The praise and the compliments, love from others, help when it comes, and unusual or unexpected support that confirms that the universe is opening up for you. Receive it, you are worthy. Know that it may not look exactly as you imagined it would, but rest assured its arrival is imminent. Look for serendipitous encounters with people who already know the way, and remain open to the idea that accepting an imperfect short-term situation is not the same as settling for less than you deserve for the long haul. Sometimes the most potent magic can be found in the unplanned pit stops. Very interesting. Definitely some sort of love coming in here, but I do feel like you're being encouraged to open up to it. With this King of Pentacles showing up here, this could be a long-term, prosperous union. All right, let's get some details. With the Lovers, we have the Seven of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Star card. So there you are. So could very well have a Taurus coming in to present you with an offer here, a solid offer. With the Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups. So we have both the King and Queen of Cups here showing up. Again, could be dealing with a water sign. We also have the Hermit. Virgo energy. With the Hermit, I wanted to clarify that. We get the Page of Swords. So you could have more than one showing up here. Heads up on that. Cancer again at the bottom of the deck, so might be a Cancer. I think that you have some options coming in. We have the Seven of Cups clarifying the Lovers. Now, I do feel like there's a potential here that there could be a little bit of confusion around balance. And we are getting that imbalance card along with the Six of Pentacles. So I do feel like there's perhaps been some confusion in love situations about the giving and receiving process. Excuse me, I have a tickle. Let me get a drink there. All right. And so if that resonates for you, I do feel like that is correcting itself. That's being corrected. It could be something that you're working towards, you know, wanting equal give and take in a relationship. And I do feel like whoever's coming in here with an offer, it could be that that's the case. We have all this earth energy here, and then we have this Six of Pentacles here. So I do feel like if you have an earth sign that's coming forward to offer you a new beginning, it's a very solid one. I also feel like we have some water and Virgo energy here. Could be that you have a soulmate relationship with a water sign or a Virgo. Somebody, though, that has kind of retreated here. That either comes in and communicates, or you do, after this dark night of the soul kind of exploration with that Hermit energy. Could be that you have retreated from this person and you decide to communicate. So take that as it resonates. I feel like you do have options here. We've got several signs showing up here, and I don't feel like there's any one in particular. I think it's kind of like take your pick here. You got Seven of Cups showing up. So this is like the card of take your pick. You have options. So keep that in mind. But I do think that the thing that is showing up here that's good is you have options for some solid soulmate relationships. You have to open up to receive and, you know, make sure that that balance piece is a focus here. So, looks good, Aquarius. I hope that was helpful. And I hope to see you in the December forecast. If you've made it this far, thanks for being here. And please give me a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in the next one. Have a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. If not, just take some time to celebrate yourself here, because it looks like you have accomplished a lot. So I will see you next time. Bye.